So today we're mixing up a quick batch of simple liquid hand soap at home in less than 5 minutes. If you prefer an unscented soap, just omit the essential oils and use only the Castile soap and water. For this recipe, I'm using 5 essential oils that are therapeutic grade and safe for use on skin: lavender, tea tree, peppermint, eucalyptus, and sweet orange. I've already mixed up the oils in advance in this tiny little mason jar to make sure that I liked the scent. And also, when you're mixing the oils, it seems like the amount of drops is a lot, but it's so concentrated that it's not really that much. And you really get a lot of good smell for just a tiny bit of oil. Okay, first we have 1 cup of Castile soap. I'm using bamboo and birch, but any brand is fine as long as it's pure, unscented, and all natural ingredients. Next, we have 3/4 to 1 cup of filtered or distilled water. If you want it really thick, you could go down to 1/2 cup, but for me that's way too concentrated. So I like to have between 3/4 and 1 cup at the most. Then we're gonna dump in the oils. Next, we're gonna grab our soap, Castile soap. We're gonna pour it in. I try to do this very gently so that it does not make a whole lot of bubbles. In the past, I used a whisk, thinking that was a grand idea. It makes a lot of bubbles. Don't do that. Don't whisk. We'll get our spatula, mix it up gently. This is kind of a runny consistency, and that's okay. I like mine a little bit more watered down. Again, if you want it thicker than this, feel free to go for 1/2 cup of water to the 1 cup of soap, rather than the 3/4 cup that I'm using. Now, normally I like to put mine in a dark glass bottle, brown or blue, but I want to show you how clear and pure this soap actually is, so I'm going to use just a reused plastic bottle. And then of course we've got our handy dandy little funnel here to make it easy and not messy when we pour our soap into the bottle. You don't need the funnel, but it makes life a lot easier. Try not to overflow the bottle. I try to make sure I underfill it. That way when I put the, what do you call that? The pump. When I put the pump in there, it rises it up a little bit. I have overflowed it before, so just good to err on the side of caution and not fill it up too far. Look how pure and clean that is. It's actually a little cloudy right now because we're shaking it up, we're mixing it, but once it settles, it will be very clear soap. I'm gonna test it out a little bit. My hands are not that wet. I just got them a little bit damp. And as you can see, even without much water, it gets a really nice lather. And you can smell the essential oils. It's just a really nice and relaxing experience. I absolutely love washing my hands, and even more so with the homemade soap. Okay, now we had a little bit extra soap left over, and here is the bottle I normally use. I prefer the dark glass. I think it's much better with essential oils. It's recommended rather than plastic. But I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up. Let's see how much extra we get. Normally when I make soap, it will fill up this entire jar. And this time we'll test it again, but my hands are completely dry this time. Still getting a little bit of lather. Smeared it. Get a better marker. I think I did a little bit better on this label.